वेलकम टू द डायलॉग रूम, जहाँ बातें होती हैं अनसेंसर्ड, ड्रामा मिलेगा अनफिल्टर्ड और कहानियाँ थोड़ी पुरानी बट फुल ऑन फिल्मी कहानी. आई एम योर होस्ट जेसिना.
And I'm Tanushka. Today we are talking about Zahiruddin Muhammad Babur. Textbooks usually give us the short introduction. Founder of the Mughal Empire, won the Battle of Panipat, captured Delhi and Agra. But the real story? He was the man, the myth, the legend.
Son of Umar Sheikh Mirza of Fargana, grandson of Abu Sayyid Mirza, the Timurid prince, and his mother, Kutlug Nigar Khanum, was a Mongol princess. Basically, Timur and Genghis Khan का DNA cocktail था वो. He was born in the rugged Fargana Valley, raised with ambition and guided by his grandmother, Ehsan Daulat Begum, who was his rock. His sister Khanzada Begum played a big role in his political and personal life. Family drama aside, he was somebody who dreamed very, very big.
Well, he fought for Samarkand, won, lost, and tried again. And finally in 1526 at Panipat defeated Ibrahim Lodi. लेकिन ये वो डिटेल्स हैं जो टेक्स्ट बुक में नहीं मिलेंगी. The night before the decisive battle, Babur was probably sipping Bukhara wine, snacking on opium-laced desserts and दोस्तों के साथ उदासी भरी कहानियाँ लिख रहा था.
We're talking about Babur, the poet, the Marjun Mancha, the man who cried over melons and threw wine-fueled parties that could give any modern-day Ibiza weekend a run for its money. Real talk, this guy was the OG sad bhai. He literally wrote, I am distraught to have given up wine. I do not know what to do. I am perplexed. Like, इसे कोई therapist लाके दो भाई.
From being offered wine by his father to turning it down like a disciplined teen to later blacking out after his first few goblets to assigning different drugs to the different days of the week, Babur documented his high moments, his lows, and full spiral into poetic regret. Marjun parties on boats, drinking games in forts, and friends too drunk to get on the boats. And one dude literally tried to cut off his friend's head to stop enemies from capturing him. That's not war strategy, that is Saturday night chaos.
He also threw all of his wine away after a religious awakening and replaced it with, guess what? Lemon sharbat. But let's be honest, he never emotionally recovered. He even said, everybody regrets drinking and then takes the oath. But I have taken the oath and now I regret it.
So, in today's episode of the Dialogue Room, we deep dive into the private life of Babur, his love for intoxicants, his bizarre sense of self-control, his poetry, and how his world of wine and the war compares to, well, let's be real, Gen Z clubbing culture.
It's giving Mughal nights. It's giving I got high, saw purple flowers. ये imagery थोड़ी जानी पहचानी लग रही है ना? It was actually similar to what happened to the character Ranbir Kapoor in the movie Sanju. Remember when he consumes drugs and starts to see a valley of colorful flowers? बस यही हुआ था अपने बाबर के साथ.
So let's unfold history and sip on some drama. Welcome to Babur Ki Bottle, where the wine is being poured, the marjun being served, and emotional damage, it's generational. Okay, so before Babur became the wine poet of Kabul, he was actually stone cold sober. बिल्कुल संस्कारी बच्चा vibes थी. For years like he was 23 years old.
Damn. Yeah, full on sober king and not even fake sober like I don't drink but I'll have a sip of your sangria. Babur legit refused every offer of wine, even when his own dad, like every Punjabi dad does nowadays, beta ek sip le lo, refused to take that.
Deadass. He writes in his memoirs, and this is the most polite flex ever. In my childhood, I had no desire for wine, for I was unaware of the enjoyment of it. Occasionally, my father had offered me some, but I had made my excuses.
Imagine being raised in a culture where your literal ancestors, Timur and Genghis Khan, were holding wine-soaked war council, and you're like, no thanks Abba, I have math homework.
It was not just parental guidance either. Babur had a mentor, Khwaja Qazi, a devout scholar who probably kept him focused. He was like, no impure food, no alcohol, only prayer and ambition.
Honestly, बाबर was the disciplined eldest son. एक तरफ दोस्तों का फुल पार्टी सीन था एंड वो बंदा बोल रहा है नहीं मैं एम्पायर बिल्डिंग में बिजी हूँ. यार ही वॉज द ओजी हसल कल्चर.
But even during this so-called sober phase, Babur was surrounded by intoxication legends. His dad, total fan of Marjun. His uncles, daru pe daru, and there was no tomorrow. And honestly, many of them drank themselves to death.
Ouch. हाँ मतलब full of toxic Mughal family WhatsApp group energy. Sultan Ahmad Mirza, his uncle, literally drank for guess how many? 20 to 30 days straight. एंड बाबर ने उसका कोट लिखा है आई एम ड्रंक मुस्तसैब चैस्टाइज मी ऑन अ डे यू फाइंड मी सोबर. लाइक ब्रो ये सिर्फ ड्रंक नहीं है ये फिल्मी ड्रंक है भाई.
बिल्कुल मतलब असली ड्रामा किंग ओरिजिनल वाइन टॉक पोएट आज होता है इंस्टा रील बनता है मैं शराबी मुस्तफ़ा कल सोबर मिलना.
बाबर सोबर था बट सराउंडेड बाय फुल ड्रंकर्ड्स. एक तरफ मेंटर बोल रहा है नमाज और डिसिप्लिन की राह पे चलो और दूसरी तरफ अंकल्स बोल रहे हैं एक और राउंड पिला दो.
पुअर गाय एकदम टग ऑफ वॉर बिटवीन संस्कारी एंड दुराचारी.
So, when Babur finally does decide to drink, it's not casual. It's a whole moral crisis. Like he's prepping for a war, but this time it's with himself. मतलब असली दुश्मन तो अंदर ही है भाई.
Yeah, he was literally in Herat, the Vegas of Persian world, surrounded by courtiers, poets, fine wine, और एकदम महफिल का माहौल. And here's what he writes: If I didn't drink now, when would I? Deliberating thus with myself, I resolve to make the leap.
पूरा मेन कैरेक्टर एनर्जी है भाई. मतलब बंदा एकदम बॉलीवुड हीरो बन गया है. टेंशन, डायलेमा और फिर एक ड्रामेटिक डिसीजन. He even delays the drinking because he doesn't want to offend one prince by drinking in the younger prince's house. Manners, babes.
By the way, that first drink, Bukhara wine, the strongest wine in all of Transoxiana, man didn't just ease into it. He canobailed in. एकदम पहली दफा दारू और सीधा बढ़िया short vibes.
So here's this guy who's been conquering kingdoms, resisting temptations like a saint, and then finally gives in and throws a wine party that goes up till 4 a.m.
Iconic. That moment is like your friend who finally tries tequila at 23 and suddenly becomes the designated party planner for life. मतलब sober से सीधा party animal.
The part of Babur's life shows the tension that defined his whole personality. The ruler versus the romantic. The pious versus the poetic.
He wasn't just struggling with alcohol. He was navigating expectations of religion, masculinity, leadership, and pleasure in all totally new empire he was trying to build.
And spoiler alert, this internal war doesn't go away. It just gets louder and messier, or eventually involves crying over fruit. But we'll get to that later.
Alright, Babur's sober era ends here, and what comes next? Full-blown Mughal club culture. दारू, मर्जन और वाइब्स, प्योर नाइट लाइफ chaos.
Back-to-back parties, boat nights, dervishes, musicians and insane drunken stunts. बाबर ने सब लिखा है अपनी डायरी में, जैसे आजकल हम लोग लिखते हैं ना इंस्टा क्लोज फ्रेंड्स पे, वैसे ही.
बाबर was basically the embodiment of AP Dhillon's lyrics. थोड़ी सी दारू मेरे अंदर आ गई, भूल गए लोग बस याद है तू. मतलब शायरी और शराब बाबर का ब्रांड. Picture this, बाबर in काबुल, टेरिटरी जीता, दोस्त वापस से इकट्ठा किए और अपने बंदे ने बैठकर वाइन पार्टीज होस्ट करी जैसे कि कोई कल ही नहीं है.
He's literally scheduled his week around substances. Mondays, Thursdays, Friday, Marjun days. बाकी दिन वाइन पीऊंगा.
That's not discipline. That's microdosing with a Google Calendar.
Let's explain what Marjun is. It wasn't weed. It was opium mixed with ghee, sugar and dry fruits. Basically एक narcotic ghee substance laddu types.
Babur mentions it eating 30 plus times. कभी रिलैक्सेशन के लिए, कभी मौसम एंजॉय करने के लिए और कभी बस फ्लावर्स के बीच चिल करने के लिए.
POV, you just dropped Marjone in Peshawar and suddenly full Tetris खेल रहे हैं.
One night, Babur takes Marjun, chill करता है on a boat and literally blackout. And उस वक्त enemies try to assassinate him.
Damn, instead of panicking, Babar casually writes, God preserved us that time. अरे sir, this is not divine intervention. ये तो था bad trip plus bad timing का combo.
One time he drinks all night, gets on a horse, torch in hand और blackout gallop back to camp. Next morning, no memory, बस vibes और उल्टी. आप लोगों को क्या वो थोड़ा रेफरेंस याद है? वॉमिटिनो वाला दिल धड़कने दो का?
Dude, I love your shoes. What are they, Bomitino?
बस उसे imagine कर लो. This is literally the horse riding version of texting your ex at 3 a.m. and then deleting the thread. मतलब regret ही regret.
Babur's crew, absolute mess. There was this one guy, Dost Muhammad, so drunk that he couldn't mount his horse. His friend Amin Muhammad got so paranoid, he tried to behead him so the enemy won't capture him.
That's crazy. Literally ride or die energy. But more die than ride.
Now, this next bit is classic chaotic neutral energy. Babur throws a party where some people are drinking wine, some are high on Marjun, and everyone starts judging each other.
One guy is like, why are the Marjun guys being weird? And then the Marjun bros snap back. It's the classic smoking versus vaping debate.
That's the energy of group chat where someone's stripping, someone's crying, and someone's vibing in the corner.
Babar wasn't just drinking for fun. These parties were his escape from war, trauma, uncertainty, grief. Intoxicants were a part of his coping mechanism.
And they were also part of his leadership style. Drinking together meant bonding, lowering emotional walls, creating trust. And even if the half the crew passed out by midnight,
He wasn't hosting parties. He was running therapy sessions with a wine list. So, we've partied, we've galloped drunk through enemy territory, and we've tried not to behead our own besties. But now we hit a shift. The vibe darkens. Babar goes sober.
and not like cutting down kind of sober. No, this man goes full cold turkey. Wine, Marjun, everything gone, crushed, destroyed. He isn't like आज last कल पक्का से नहीं करूँगा. He literally decides and follows through.
Damn, he didn't just quit, he ritualized the quit. Like throughout 3 camel loads of wine.
That's like deleting your entire Spotify playlist, burning your bar cards, and convincing your friends to join the ashram.
Now, Babar said it was for God. He made the vow before his big battle against the Hindus, the Battle of Khanwa. So, yes, part of it was religious, but part of it might have been PR.
He was trying to prove piety to himself and to his soldiers, especially in a politically religious time. Sobriety made him more divinely legit.
Babar was like, I can't be drunk and win empires. Choose king, choose. But then withdrawals hit.
Here is the thing, Babu takes the vow, but internally he is spiraling.
मुझे तो सूफी की याद आ गई. Oh my god, dude, he's spiraling. That is peak toxic ex energy. Like, I miss her, but I blocked her. Sis, you did this.
He misses his wine like we miss peak tableau. It's over, but its emotional imprint forever.
So then comes the most important moment in all of Babardom. Our man sits down, eats a melon, and then weeps the entire time.
Why? Because he's searching for new pleasures. Something to replace alcohol. Apparently, melon comes closer. But that's not close enough.
Like, damn, that's emotional damage. That's fruit-based grief.
2 years into his sobriety, Babur writes a letter to his friend Khwaja Kalhan in Kabul. And it reads like a drunk text you regret but you send anyway.
That's not missing alcohol. That's mourning an era, a version of himself. The wild, carefree Babar. Gone.
His daughter Gulbadan Begum wrote that he even built a wine pool in his palace. But by the time it was finished, he had already gone sober.
Damn. So instead, he filled it with, guess what? Lemon sharbat. Not metaphorically, literally.
यार बहुत प्यार है इसको तो लेमन शरबत से. And that's the visual I want to end on. Babur sitting by his pool, sipping sharbat, haunted by the ghost of Bukhara wine.
The era of Babur's life shows us that even kings don't get clean without crisis. His sobriety wasn't neat. It was messy, emotional, kind of iconic.
And deeply human. He gave up the thing he loved for faith, leadership, and purpose. But he never stopped feeling the absence.
So, if you've ever missed something you let go of, even when you know it was the right decision, congratulations. You're on the same wavelength as the founder of the Mughal Empire.
Okay, let's just get into the tea. The royal tea, or wine rather. Because it wasn't just emperor sipping. Some of the royal ladies too were partying. And the drama, it was immaculate.
Enter Katak Begum, the original toxic it girl of the Timuride court. Married for love, drove her husband Sultan Ahmad Mirza absolutely wild. He was obsessed with her. It's like Choti ungli pe nachayegi tumhe. She's a small town girl.
And when I say obsessed, I mean he literally ignored all of his other wives. All of them for her.
Which, like, okay, if you're gonna be a main character, be the only character. But she went full power play.
So हाँ, love, power, wine और एंड में मर्डर. उसने मर्डर कर दिया अपनी लिटरल फेवरेट वाइफ का.
बाबर के अंकल्स इमोशनल अकाउंटेबिलिटी के लिए नहीं बने थे. ये लोग बने थे ट्रॉमा और रेड फ्लैग्स के लिए. वेल, हेलो माय क्यूट लिटिल रेड फ्लैग्स.
कताब बेगम की स्टोरी एक बड़ी चीज़ दिखाती है. तिमुरिद एलीट वुमेन पैसिव नहीं थी, शराब पीती थी, घर मैनेज करती थी और पावर गेम्स खेली जाती थी और कभी कभी हार भी जाती हैं.
वाइन पीना, हाउस होल्ड डोमिनेट करना और फेमिनिटी के मोल्ड को तोड़ना, इसका कॉस्ट उसने खुद पे किया. द नेक्स्ट पार्ट इज अबाउट बाबर्स फर्स्ट ड्रिंक विद अ वुमन. अब वाइन और वुमेन की बात हो ही रही है तो बाबर यूजुअली कभी वुमेन के साथ ड्रिंक नहीं करता था, और जब भी किया तो उसको इतना अजीब लगा कि उसने डायरी में ही लिख दिया.
एक छोटा सा इंसिडेंट है बाबरनामा में जहाँ वो लिखता है कि पहली बार एक औरत के साथ वाइन पी.
इट्स गिविंग ऑल बॉय स्कूल एनर्जी. इमेजिन इतना इमोशनली रिप्रेस्ड होना कि एक बार एक लड़की के साथ वाइन पी तो तुमने अपनी डायरी में एंट्री कर दी. थेरेपी जर्नल बना दिया है भाई.
ये बाबर है वो बंदा जो फूलों पे पोएम्स लिखता है. तो ऑब्वियस है एक वाइन सेशन और उसकी फीलिंग्स ओवरलोड. इट फेल्ट स्ट्रेंज.
ये पूरा इंसिडेंट बाबर का एक फेस दिखाता है कि रॉयल रिलेशनशिप पॉलिश्ड या एलिगेंट नहीं थे. दे वर मेसी, पॉलिटिकल एंड इमोशनल एंड समटाइम्स डेंजरस.
चाहे कतलक बेगम का ओवर इंडल्जेंस हो या बाबर की ऑकवर्डनेस, एक औरत के वाइन कप पकड़ने पर जेंडर, कंट्रोल और इंडल्जेंस की लाइन ब्लर हो जाती है, कभी कभी ब्लीड भी.
मॉरल ऑफ द स्टोरी, भाई मुगल रिलेशनशिप ड्रामा आज के रियलिटी शोज को भी कॉम्प्लेक्स दे दे. बस आउटफिट्स उस टाइम के फायर थे.
ओके, रियल बात, बाबर की वाइब्स ट्रेडिशनल मैस्कुलिनिटी को उल्टा कर देती हैं.
वो वॉरियर था हाँ, बट साथ ही एक बंदा था जो फूलों पे रोया, स्टार्स भी देखता था, फ्रूट्स खा के सेंटी हो गया, घोड़े पे टॉर्च लाइट में नशे में राइड किया और उसको भी पोएटिक बना दिया.
बस इमेजिन अलेक्जेंडर द ग्रेट लेकिन फूलों की पोएम्स और ओपियम के साथ.
ये सिर्फ वाइन की बात नहीं थी, ये थी एक्सपीरियंस, सेंशुअलिटी, एक्सट्रीम्स ऑफ लाइफ, जॉय और पेन दोनों.
बाबर ट्यूलिप स्पीशीज का नाम लिख रहा था. 500 साल पहले वो फ्रेगनेंस पे रिफ्लेक्शन कर रहा था.
एनिमीज से फाइट करना तो था ही, पर वो अपने आप से भी रेसल करता था.
तो हाँ, बाबर की मैस्कुलिनिटी सॉफ्ट थी, पोएटिक थी और कभी कभी ब्रोकन भी.
एक वॉरलॉर्ड जो लोकी थेरेपाइज्ड हो गया था.
टेक्स्ट बुक्स हमें एम्परर बाबर दिखाता है, बाबरनामा हमें इंसान बाबर दिखाता है. बचपन में शराब से दूर, जवानी में शराब में डूबा और बुढ़ापे में अपनी यादों के साथ अकेला।
इसीलिए आज भी हम उसके बारे में बात करते हैं, नॉट जस्ट बिकॉज ही बिल्ट एन एम्पायर बट बिकॉज ही फेल्ट डीपली, लिखा ऑनेस्टली और खुद को कभी समझा नहीं पाया।
बाबर, फाउंडिंग फादर ऑफ द मुगल एम्पायर और असली सॉफ्ट बॉय ट्विटर।
And that's on emotional literacy with a side of, well, you guessed it right, lemon शरबत। अब ये आयरनी सुनो, आज का मेहरोली, बोका वगैरह, टकीला शॉट्स, MVM नाइट्स वाली वाइब वही जगह है जहाँ बाबर ने अपनी आर्मी के साथ कैंप किया था और कभी वाइन पी थी।
और अब 500 साल बाद कोई बोका में डबल शॉट्स ले रहा है और बाबर वहीं पर एग्जिस्टेंशियल पोइट्री लिख रहा था।
क्वाइट द आयरनी। चलो एक सीन इमेजिन करो, एक बंदा टकीला शॉट्स ले रहा है, दूसरा स्टार्स के नीचे डिप्रेशन पोएट्री लिख रहा है।
एक दिन बाबर भी कह रहा होगा मैं थक गया हूँ, और आर्यन बोका में चिल्ला रहा है, बोल रहा है एक्सक्यूज मी 2 टेकीला शॉट्स प्लीज।
We want to look into something that has been going around, the cruel king narrative. Why Babur wasn't just a villain. देखो, हम बाबर को वाइट वॉश करने नहीं आए हैं। He was a conqueror, उसने वॉर्स लड़ी, हज़ारों लोगों को मारा। That is not okay, but ये हिस्ट्री है।
पर सिर्फ वो एक विलन या हीरो नहीं था, ही वॉज कॉम्प्लिकेटेड, जैसे हर एक इंसान होता है जिसको याद नहीं रखा जाता।
बाबर ने एक दफ़ा कहा, Only the drinker knows the pleasure of wine. What enjoyment thereof can the sober have?
ये बंदा मेलिन्स पे रोया, सॉफ्ट पोइट्री लिखी, शराब छोड़ दी, फिर रिग्रेट किया। ये विलन नहीं, ये तो सैड बाबर एनर्जी हो गई।
तुम्हें उसके एक्शंस जस्टिफाई करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, बस समझने की ज़रूरत है, और वही हिस्ट्री को ह्यूमन और रियल बनाता है। इट्स नेवर अबाउट ब्लैक एंड वाइट, कैरेक्टर्स आर यूजुअली ऑलवेज ग्रे।
हम बाबर की स्टोरी इसलिए बताते हैं ताकि टेक्स्ट बुक्स की पॉलिश्ड एजेस तोड़ दिए जाए और असली इमोशंस वापस लाएं।
हमें चाहिए वो ह्यूमन मोमेंट्स, सिर्फ बैटल्स नहीं, ब्रेकडाउन्स, पोइट्री, हैंगओवर्स और स्पिरिचुअल पैनिक अटैक्स भी। लेमन शरबत, मून के नीचे का साइलेंस भी। बाबर राइट्स अ लेटर टू ख्वाजा कलन एंड ही सेज, The craving for a wine party was so overwhelming that many times, out of longing, I was on the verge of weeping.
ये वो इमोशनल सच है जो 500 साल बाद भी रिलेटेबल लगता है।
So, next time you're at your favorite club in Mehroli, pause.
Imagine Babur, dust on his robe, goblet in his hand, quietly reciting a couplet under the stars. Not a king, not a conqueror, just a man overwhelmed.
He partied before you. He broke down before you. He tried to quit, failed, wrote poetry about it, and moved forward. Sounds familiar?
That's it from the dialogue room today. If you have ever felt like history was boring, send this episode to your friend who thinks that.
Next week, another misunderstood icon, another chaotic chapter, another reminder
That
the past isn't dusty, it's lit. Stay curious, stay royal, and always keep the dialogue alive.